She was walking around with men's briefs. That's it. It was brief, and because the front end you can see the pocket.
The pocket?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's briefs. It ain't. It's briefs. It's underwear.
We need to bring back the right to discipline other people's kids. No, I'm so serious. People need consequences. This is just a failure of consequences. I'm convinced.
Welcome back to Chocolate Espresso Podcast. I'm your host, Thomas Newair. Whoever floats your fancy, I ain't too picky. Y'all, I got a question for you. All right, because she was in the car with me when we saw this. We're actually picking this one up. How do you feel if you saw a 13-year-old outside in the wild? Skinny as can be, but they're wearing men's briefs.
Wait,
as the clothing, like that's their bottom.
A 13-year-old wearing 13.
She briefs? Couldn't be any older. She couldn't be any younger than 13. Any older than like 16. But she was walking around with men's briefs. That's it. It was brief, and because the front end you can see the pocket.
The pocket?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's briefs. It ain't. It's briefs. It's underwear.
We need to bring back the right to discipline other people's kids. No, I'm so serious. People need consequences. This is just a failure of consequences. I'm convinced.
Well, it's not even just that. It's literally what me and you were talking about yesterday. And I know men are going to be like, oh, what is it our fault? Yes, it is.
What? Go ahead.
When we stop putting the blame where it's supposed to be in our community, when we stop assigning not even just the blame, responsibility, and the structure. The men are supposed to be the structure in our households. Men are supposed to be the structure in our community, and the fact that we have the lack thereof, the fact that men want to be women, we don't have that structure. We don't have that. We are so far from where we're supposed to be, and that's the reason why
you ain't lying.
She walking around with boxers on because her mama probably got on boy shorts.
Ooh, not you coming out of her mother like that.
No, seriously.
She literally just said both parents is responsible for this.
Yes,
yeah, blame the parents every time.
One's enabling and the other one's disabled. Checked out.
And the thing is, there's a certain part of that is monkey see, monkey do. There's a certain part of that is you will only do as a child what you are allowed to do, number one, and what you saw. You're only mocking what you saw. And then the thing is, mocking.
Mimicking,
whatever, same thing.
I was I'm trying to think of the word you're looking for.
In my head, I was just corrected it to mimicking, but
The thing is, also, right, if your friends are doing the same thing, they all also ain't got their daddy in their life, or they also are watching what their mama do. It's a cycle. It's a.
If I check my dash cam, I'm curious to know, because I didn't pay too much attention to the friend, but I'm curious to know if it was something similar she was wearing.
It was shorts.
It was shorts? Oh.
But it was still skin tight and still skin short. It was still short. It was shorts, but it was still that way.
And it's like, I was being tactful because I was like, what is she wearing? And then I was like, oh, it's what I would wear. But that would be the inner layer of what I'm wearing.
Right. Not exposed. Not for the public.
That's really interesting. You 100% onto something though. Like what home that has a daughter where their father is involved would ever allow his daughter to walk out the house like that at that age, especially? Now it'd be, as much as I would still say it still wouldn't happen in my home, but what can you do if she's like 26, living at your house?
I'm 29 years old. I do not live with my father, and my father would still send me a text message.
Absolutely.
Where's the rest of your clothes?
Absolutely.
Take the picture down and fix it.
I think that's nice.
That's an involved parent.
You never told me to get a whooping.
I went to a family party. My grandmother. Y'all remember when we just went to Georgia? My grandmother's birthday party. My dress wasn't even that short. Here, I'll show you. This is my dress, right?
Okay, that's not too short.
I mean, even that little slit there, here, the camera needs to sit.
Go ahead. That's mine.
She's like, see.
The dress is not even that short. I mean, but the thing is, even the slit in the middle, or whatever. My dad was like, where's the rest of it? How do I?
Where's the rest of it?
You gonna sew that together? You gonna make? I'm like, no.
You gonna put a little netting. You gonna put a little netting over it.
To be fair, how I had it, I needed to pull it down. But he said something to me. It's correction. There's no correction. You're not getting. Bad. We are not getting.
Can I change the word correction to respect?
Well, no, it's correction.
I would double
the father
that.
has enough respect for their daughter.
Respect and guidance. I would say respect and guidance.
Correction is a blunt way of putting it, but the real but I would say it's correction. It's I just forgot.
And guidance. Yeah.
It's respect for his daughter and guidance for his daughter. Mm-hmm. And I think there's a lot of lack of when he's like singing that. I was like, okay, one, it's the neighborhood fits the bill. I'm gonna be honest with you. No offense.
He's like, yeah.
But I'm gonna be real with you.
Them inner city
That
kids.
is crazy. That's crazy. Here's the thing. I work a job where I travel. I don't see that in certain neighborhoods. And I'll be blunt. I don't see that in white neighborhoods. Now, have I seen the leggings for pants? Absolutely. I have my reservations on that, but I would almost say maybe once.
You haven't seen it. It's not white neighborhoods. It's neighborhoods with
money.
Yeah, it has nothing to do because you'll see it. You'll see it in white neighborhoods.
I mean, I've seen.
It's just not. It's neighborhoods with money. You're not going to see that.
Yeah, neighborhoods even with families.
The kid does it, they won't do that.
No, neighborhoods with complete families. Mm-hmm. Money and complete families. That's not really a thing. Like it's not a thing. Honest, arguably not a thing. And it's crazy to me.
But they have their own too.
They got their issues too.
The kids with the tights on. Because why is your little 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old? Why is your 10-year-old wearing tights as pants?
Bottom. That don't make no sense.
I'm gonna be real with you. When we have a daughter, if she's wearing tights, she's wearing a dress.
Yeah. Or shorts
leggings or skirt.
Long shirt is over it.
Yeah, shorts or skirts. There's something in response to that.
There's a way of going about this, but like you said, monkey see, monkey do, right? When the child sees her parent doing it, because it's not parents, it's parent. When the child sees the parent doing certain things, it's okay.
It's her parent, when the mother, it's her aunt, it's her grandmom. It's
when the mother's walking around when she was a baby, mom was walking around wearing nothing, pushing her in a stroller, right? And then now that whole 5-6 years of her life of seeing that, she's comfortable wearing this stuff at that young of an age. Okay, but how do we get back to just being like focus on me and my inner thoughts and not so much of what you can really see? Like, to be fair, as a man, I'm gonna be honest with you, your looks plays a role in me talking to you.
Yeah,
like that's just a given. My eyes are
the first impression, right? That's that conversation.
There's the obviousness factor to this, right? But to be honest with you, the fastest way to make me turn around is when you open your mouth and I can hear how you talk.
But it's crazy because even the men that are still going after those women, they're not going after them for what. Like, they're not going after them for what you would typically go after. Like, they are only going after them for one thing, or sex, or whatever.
Yeah,
they're not going after them. They're not.
They ain't dating
like,
them.
let's just take the tradition out of the equation. Jeez, I can't talk. Take the tradition out of the equation. They're not marrying them, right?
No.
Let's take that out of the equation. But they're not even dating them.
Yeah,
they're not really dating them.
No, it's not even just that. Like they're
having fun.
They're sneaky link. Because it's really, I only want you to be a sneaky link. I really only want you to. It's not even like a friends with benefits situation too. Like they don't want to be seen in public with you.
What actual man? What real man that would want to be in a? I like to say the minimum should be a long-term relationship. A committed long-term relationship, like the equivalent of what a marriage is, just without the biblical, the marriage, whatever. Like I get, if the goal is just to have committed long-term, like this has been my whatever for 28 years because you just whatever reason don't believe in marriage, fine. If that's the goal, what person who wants to be with you for that long would ever want to see you outside in their briefs out in public? That's it. That's all. Like that's your bottom.
It's society's gotten to a point where it's allowed the flirtation with taboos. We like things that we are been taught are taboo. We're now diving into.
I'm right here.
No, this is what you sound like. This is what you should sound like. You sound like this.
Hey, just so y'all know how. But like we get into the society where we play with taboos and we flirt with the idea of doing something obnoxious, and it's strange. It's like we've perverted obnoxious energy. Like that's what it is. It just comes off to me as obnoxious. It's unnecessary. There's no reason for somebody to be walking around in underwear of any kind, even if it was your underwear. Like no point. Crazy. And then now if you get to the point where like, what if little boys start doing that? What? No.
What?
Like,
start walking around in their underwear? They're already walking around with their pants to their ankles, so you see their underwear.
Some of them are walking around with booty shorts on.
They have always been walking around with underwear on.
Nah. What's the equivalence? It's the print. It's the sweat print.
The dick print?
Yeah.
The sweatpants?
It's the sweat. Yeah, it's the print. The print. Yeah.
Print.
It's the little print.
Sweat print.
Like, I'm gonna be real with you.
Equivalence.
I think you're right, but here's the thing, though, right? Like, to the core of the conversation.
Sorry.
There is just certain things that like really don't add up. Like when I saw that, and we were there, but I was just like, why? How did you get out the house like that? Like if your mom's like working, and can't realistically watch you to the point where she knows when you leaving out. You know how cheap cameras are right now? If you got home internet and a camera, you can just watch your daughter leave the house.
Well, you know what?
Just tell her, turn around. Ain't no way. Turn around, put something else on.
Also,
but that's
the
not
type
the
of
first time
child
we
that
saw
leaves
that.
the house
It
that
ain't the
way,
first time. You're right.
I do want to say the type of child that leaves that house the way already doesn't have a level of respect or self-value at that typical point. Like those of us who are being raised with the ideology to be mindful of what we wear are mindful of what we wear. Our parent would say, hey, change that outfit. And we wouldn't even have made it outside. We would have changed our outfit, went outside like, my bad. We wouldn't have did it again. Because that...
You don't talk into the
I
microphone.
am right here at the microphone.
It's not just me, right?
I can hear him.
I'm at the
Maybe it is me.
microphone.
My bad. I'm sorry. My bad. Go ahead.
Challenge my walk with Jesus. No, but like, I'm starting to see this particular kid is mirroring these type of behaviors. A particular character, something is wrong when I'm seeing these kids. Like, and these kids are leaving with underwear, spaghetti straps, like literally pajamas and the bonnet on,
Bruh.
wearing flip-flops. It's like, okay, this is actually your pajamas.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Nah, sis.
I knew.
Nah, sis. You were doing so good. You were quiet.
Go
Go ahead, play advocate.
You really don't even know what I was about to say.
We messing with you. We messing with you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
We messing with you. My bad. Go ahead.
So y'all sitting here talking about kids wearing, you just said pajamas, but how does that look going into the workforce?
Even worse.
Even worse.
Yeah, 'cause
even worse.
Y'all know what I do for work. We have training for 4 weeks. So this past Thursday and Friday was my first time in training. They had already warned me about some of the behaviors, but I'm sitting there and I'm looking, and a girl come in. I see pink and black polka dots.
Pink and black polka dots.
I'm sitting here looking. I'm like, satin. And I'm just sitting there looking. I'm like, even though this is a training, this is a paid training. This is still considered work.
Yeah, you are working.
You're still considered working. Okay, the few girls that I didn't see coming here with denim booty shorts on, you're wrong. But right now, what do you got on? And I'm sitting there looking. I'm looking at the people at my job, and I'm like, y'all cracking down on stuff that could be bypassed. I would rather see a kid on their phone during training than this kid wearing pajama shorts. And you already know what I'm seeing when she turned behind. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, why is this okay? Why have nobody said anything about this? This should have been you're going home.
Right.
Yep.
Like,
go home.
What do you wear? You brought the outfit with you. You going to change in the bathroom, right? No? Okay. Go home. Like,
and it's like, they sit here just like, they don't see it. And I'm sitting here like, I know I ain't the only one.
No.
I just know I'm not.
We're just in a society where people don't care about it. If you have any rules, somehow that's a negative. If you have any guidelines, somehow you're controlling me from being wild.
Oh, wait a minute. I hate to be the
no
person
sense.
to say this. I hate to be that person that
They don't say
Jesus.
She said don't say it.
I hate to be the person who say that Jesus said this was gonna happen. But right is wrong, wrong is right.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why everything's.
I know we in the last
It is what it
days,
is.
but
it is what
I
it
want
is.
them to get it together.
What's crazy to me though is like I've been
And it's only gonna get worse.
episode coming soon.
I raise my kids at home.
But this is why I've been saying
Homeschool.
No.
Homeschool.
No.
Hear me out though.
Build character.
Episode coming soon, but one of the things I want to have a conversation with, I'm going to have her come back, is us really having our own system, our own school system.
Black people need their own everything.
Everything on it. Everybody has, especially in the state of Minnesota, Asian individuals got their own schools. Other African cultures like
And you don't know this, but
they got their own schools.
Meeting that was just talking about this actually.
Everybody has their own stuff in the state of Minnesota. I don't know if there really is, but I really don't see them. They ain't no black anything. So I would love for us to have our own school. And imagine if your child went to school
and
they dress just like
the
that.
class,
It'd be
she
crazy.
Can pinch anybody on the nose and ear that she needs to for them to get in line.
How many of y'all will be irritated that the school keep? You know what though? I would love to know the figure on this. Imagine if not your child, but imagine if a child came to school wearing I don't know, pajamas or something revealing, just obviously not okay. Yeah, they were wearing something revealing, and then they call home. They say, "Hey, your daughter, your son, they going back and they gonna change. There's a special bus, and they won't come back until they change." And then how many parents would be like, "What? You really gonna call me about that? You really care about?" I want to know how many of them. And then I would love the school to say that your kid can't go here.
Well, listen, hold on. Here's the thing, because I don't know if y'all remember when we was in school, and I also don't know if it was here in Minnesota, but I know in Jersey you couldn't wear certain shirts. Like you couldn't wear spaghetti straps.
Like I mentioned earlier.
Hold on. And it was a whole thing of you don't want the boys to be distracted, but at the same time,
Japan.
No, seriously, that's what they said.
That's what they said. They did say that.
It's also the dress code of it. Like you genuinely just couldn't wear that to school. They did not want you. I mean, it was probably boys, but it's probably also teachers. Male teachers too.
Yeah. After all those relationships came out, after all those little secret little things came out.
But no, this is when we was even younger than that.
Yeah.
So,
no, here they would say it, but then also you knew who demographic it was.
Yeah.
Because I did see certain kids getting away with it.
Yeah.
Because their bodies were less curvy, or they weren't a certain demographic that was doing it.
They were less of a distraction.
Yeah.
You know what though? To me, it doesn't matter what demographic it is. The clothing itself is the problem.
That's the thing. If it's a rule, it should be a rule for everybody, not just a certain different. It's not for a certain different demographic.
But that's the other thing. The fact that if the school sent your child home, and you arguing with them about why are they going home for this, then you got to teach the parent why that is not acceptable behavior or acceptable clothing. That's crazy.
Unfortunately, that would have to happen because
it's gonna happen.
I know our peers right now. Our peers are the parents. Our peers are the people in management positions. Our peers are now the people that are running stuff.
Let's be honest. Our peers are the ones that's walking around like that.
I've seen. I'm not gonna lie.
I have seen our parents. I said not our parents, but the parents.
No. I didn't say our parents. I said our peers.
Our peers. I'm seeing, but that's the part that's telling me. I'm seeing these peers on the Metro Transit with their kid, and they got the baby in the stroller with no clothes on. They are wearing the exact outfit: heart underwear, boxer briefs, and a T-shirt that says YMCA 5. Like,
well, it's not even that too.
And then you'll see the older child, the one who's like 12, same exact outfit.
But okay, all right, okay. I think that we're creating a uniform here, but let's not.
It's called the 304.
Let's step back. Oh my God. Let's take a step back, right? Because even when you are wearing clothes and like, okay, what me and him saw that one day. That was the underwear was today, right? But when we saw one day, we went out to eat. Yeah, we went out to a restaurant.
What do you mean?
You did not.
Oh my God!
And we sat down. We're sitting down outside.
That restaurant
and
didn't have
coming
fish,
out of our restaurant was 3 women.
304s.
And one of them, the one that was carrying the baby, was a thicker woman.
Supreme 304.
She had the biker shorts.
I'm telling you. Describe it.
She had the biker shorts where when she turned around, just like mid cheek, and then all the way underneath it, there was a circle cut out for the bottom of her cheeks.
It was cut. It was additionally cut out.
No. I know what you're talking about.
And then there was fabric underneath. But it wasn't jeans or anything. Like, you know how they do the cut jeans? It's not that. It was tights.
I know what you're talking about. That's, yeah.
Wait. Are we talking about
a crop top?
Are we talking about
But her stomach was hanging out.
The butt exposures?
Listen.
Is that what
hold on. Wait. So when I said Supreme 304, you understand why?
She was carrying the baby.
The butt shapers. That's what she was wearing?
No.
The white.
It was just
No, you said the cutout above and then the space for the butt and
I'll
then the
have to show it to you. I'll have to show it to you. She was the thicker of the three friends too.
She was fat. What it is she was fat. Her stomach was out, and she was wearing extremely revealing clothing that nobody wanted to see.
Against fat people, so you hush right now.
Either way, wear clothes that fit you. Wear clothes that are comfortable. Why are you wearing something that tight to the point where everything's coming out? And your stuff is already ripped. Come on. And you got a child. What example are you trying to lead for your child? That this is okay? If all things that you think would be okay, you really think that's okay?
Well, remember, in this day and age, a lot of people do believe that if they're avoiding some of the trauma from their history, they're doing better than their parents.
I ain't trying to hear that.
That was a whole nother conversation.
If you trying to be a parent, hear me out. If you're going to be a parent, trying to be a parent, work on yourself, heal internally,
that's what teaches
all of
your
that
child
stuff.
To be the best that they
that's
can
one
be.
of the best steps you can do.
You can be.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Show the camera too. Why she a supreme feel?
I know the short, and I'm trying to explain it to you because you sit here going all over the world in 80 days for no reason. It's some biker shorts, regular biker shorts. The part where your booty is, the cuff of your booty, is cut out. So that means that's hanging, but then the rest of the biker shorts is just biker shorts.
Why is it hanging? Why? Why does it need to hang
I want
out?
to see this.
That's the problem right there. That's you a mother.
For the sake of the conversation.
This what? Like, okay.
I'm not sitting here saying it's okay or not.
I know.
I'm just describing what she had on.
I know.
She thought it was cute and wanted to wear it.
None of that was cute. None of that was cute. Be honest.
Beauty is subjective. However, that was not appropriate for that environment. I like the fact that atmospheres had an atmosphere to it that you should replicate.
When the conversation of beauty being selective was out, when that phrase was out,
everybody called everybody ugly.
The phrase that was also alongside of that one was beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and can't nobody see anything. Now we can see it all.
You see a whole lot of law. Nah, I
should not be able to see your colon from this angle.
I'm sorry it's taking me so long to find this picture.
I just want to say, right? It's completely unfair. Oh, you got the photo?
Kind of.
Oh, so
kind of.
Show the camera too.
So you see how that is? But no. Okay. Imagine.
Sorry.
Jeez. Imagine if you see that being the side. Imagine if that was in the back. Yeah.
Let me see. Show the camera too. Yeah, that. Show the camera. You can see.
I said when you described it, I knew.
Buttocks was.
I knew what you was talking about.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to.
That's why I make sure they all know.
Wait a minute, why you couldn't find denim?
Because it wasn't denim. It was biker shorts, black.
I'm saying find the denim to show him the idea of just say, imagine if it was tights.
Well, here's the thing, right? Because these are denim, but these aren't given that same look.
It's not getting
these aren't given the look that she had.
Kind of, but that was like further down the leg.
But it was just one big cut.
One big cut under the cheeks.
The buttocks was all out hanging.
I know there's a brand out there, and she probably bought it that way.
My thing, but hear me out though. This is what I'm saying though, right? It's probably unfair for some people to recognize this, but at what point do we just say mothers need to act a certain way and fathers really need to act a certain way?
Yes.
There are certain things we need.
You want to keep the kid, act like a parent.
Act like a parent.
Is valid.
Be a parent.
That is completely valid.
Like, and when people say like, well, what does it mean to be a mother? What does it mean to be a father? Like, how can you tell me how to? There's a list of things we can all say. This is what a mother and a father should do.
Yeah, no.
Like, let's be real. Like, give an example. You want an example?
No, when you're a mother or a father, you are an example to your child.
Right. Yeah. You're 100% valid on that. I understand the aspect of like not everybody understands how to raise a child, and you got to take what child you get and make the best environment for them. I understand that conversation, but it is very, very clear about being a parent, being a mom, and being a dad. Like that's not rocket science.
It's really not.
It's not.
That's crazy to me. And I think one of the biggest obviousness is: are you really gonna wear that as a parent? Like, is that really what you want your child to see?
Not even just that. It's not even that. That's not just a parent. shouldn't be wearing that outfit. Nobody should be outside where we could see your cheeks. You're not at a beach.
It doesn't matter how
if you are
attractive
not
you are,
by
think
a
you
body
are.
of water, why are we seeing your cheeks?
Yeah.
Why are you in Walmart walking around and I can see your cheeks?
Nah, leave Walmart alone. Come on now, that's the Wild West. That's the Wild people watching that Walmart. That's the Wild.
Hold on.
Have you seen Black Friday?
Because even then, right? Like, think about it this way, right? You will have a Target and a Walmart right next door to each other. You'll see all of that in Walmart. You won't see none of that in Target.
Different demographic.
I don't think I've ever gone to a Target and seen somebody walk around completely naked like that.
No.
I haven't seen a meme in Target in forever. I see memes in Walmart every day. Just put that out there.
Walking around Walmart is like walking around New York and San Fran. You see you see any and everything.
Nah, walking around Walmart's like a homeless encampment. They wear what they can get.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Oh my God.
You thinking?
This video getting long. Be real though. Okay, let me help you jog your memory.
No, I know what I want to say.
Okay, what you gonna say?
I'm just sitting here. Everybody want to sit here and say, now when we talk about the dressing in front of the kids, having the kids mimic you dressing, I understand that. Because what I wear, you should not be wearing.
You pointed at me like what? What?
Hey sis, chill out. That part I understand, I get. But when we're talking about now, we adults, no kids around, don't have to worry about really being a role model. In my mind, that's why I'm like, when kids ain't around, I ain't got to worry about trying to. Yeah, no, I'm being authentic out there, cussing, dressing, all of that. Why? It might be necessary and we could talk about it, but then why are we sitting here making it as like, I shouldn't be saying this, I shouldn't be saying that.
When kids aren't around,
I just said we're taking the kids out of it.
No, I said when kids aren't around, we still shouldn't be seeing your behind.
Why does it bother you to see it?
Because why? Why do we need to see your behind? The only person who needs to see your behind is you in the bathroom, you by yourself, or your man, or whoever.
Okay, and that's
your
your
man
opinion.
or your woman or whoever, you're they, them, whatever. That's the only person that should be seeing your behind.
That's your opinion. Wait a minute, Dwight. That's your opinion.
Because the problem is everybody walks around like they're at a Freaknik every single day. That's the problem.
That's
why is everyone naked every day?
To be fair,
that is your opinion. If somebody feel comfortable walking around like that, yeah, it might be nasty. Yeah, I might sit here and say something, but then also again, that's their life. As an adult, when we're talking about
subjecting everyone to your life. You are subjecting everyone to your life by going around, walking around naked. Now everybody has to see you naked. Not you. I'm just saying, a person naked.
But also, I'm sitting here saying, if they're not doing anything,
I'm in the same boat as you, Dwight. I would love to say something, but
we're getting payback. We're getting payback for all the times we had her quiet. She's like, "Yo, I'm gonna talk now."
Go ahead. I don't talk much on this podcast. I'm gonna talk right now. God darn it! You hear me? You gonna hear me now?
It's my time. She like, let me hawk out for a minute. Gosh.
No, I'm 10 songs.
No, because my thing is, even like I say, it's your opinion. Mm-hmm. Like somebody who dresses like that may look at you like, oh, she dresses like a grandma, da da da. Again, that's everybody's opinion.
Which people do say that.
Yeah. My thing is, if it has nothing to do with
say I dress like a grandma.
You don't know that. Hold on, wait a minute.
I was told I dress like an old man, though. So
I was told I dress like an old African uncle. So since then, I just gave up all hope. So
because you look like somebody Haitian uncle.
Oh, Lord.
I'm just joking.
And also, I'm sitting here speaking of because I know it's other people that sit here there. So for some reason, they feel comfortable dressing like that. I don't know. I don't really try to talk to see why. And a couple of them, I have tried to talk, because even my mom tried to talk to me when I wear my booty shorts. Why do you want to wear that? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it's like another perspective of, it's your opinion. The reason it's your opinion. You don't like seeing that. Okay, but then also on another thing, if no kids is around and it's nothing, it's also kind of sort of like what our parents used to say. No, not really what's the problem. What our parents used to say. if it really don't directly have nothing to do with you, okay,
Mind
you
business.
see it. You see it, don't see. Mm-hmm. Because even sometime as a kid, when we saw a adult dressed like that at some point, and you as a kid,
just cut it. Go continue. Go ahead. He was fixing it.
Okay.
Yeah, continue before you lose track. Continue.
Because I know as a kid, if I seen a, I'm sorry.
We both was trying to.
Okay, I'm sorry. Was it one?
I don't know if it was on.
Oh, God.
All right,
I thought it was.
The video long and the camera wasn't even on.
She forgot what she was saying.
No, I didn't. But I know as a kid, if I seen like older and where I lived as a kid, sometimes we had little streetwalkers walking up and down the street.
Peach Avenue. Continue.
Anyway, and so it would be sometime where I would point and be like, not really point, sometime point. I'm like, Mommy, what she got on her? Mommy, and my mom's like, you don't see it. Like, you don't see it. You don't see what she got on.
That ain't none of your business.
Yeah. And it was just like, okay. And then as I grew older, I understood, oh, you was a streetwalker. Oh, you was trying to do your job. Right. Okay.
Right.
But everybody walking around dressing like a streetwalker, so
yeah, right. That is kind of so.
But,
yeah.
But that's the thing. Like, what was the streetwalker trying to do?
No. Right. Okay, but what I'm saying is
the point that I was making.
Okay, but again, that point still is your opinion.
Right.
So with that being said, if you don't want to see it, don't see it.
So I got a question go ahead. Okay.
Now y'all can go ahead. Since y'all want to talk.
My question.
Back into invertation.
Okay, my question stems from a simple understanding. If all of y'all dress the same and a lot of y'all act the same and sound the same, why is it not fair to treat y'all the same?
If it sound like a duck, it clap like a duck, and look like a duck, ain't
true.
That's all I'm gonna say. Like,
I disagree on that one too. Sometimes.
What is it? A goose?
How you want to dress like a streetwalker but be treated like a wife?
Or queen? How do I know you like
marry
that?
No streetwalker.
And you know what? And I want to that comment right there is where I was about to go with that. When it comes to your appearance, that stuff is important. And if you want to be treated like a wife and dressed like a streetwalker, you're gonna get treated how you are approached because people do not know that you are a wife, right? You have to put that on display. But
it could be of not knowing better or whatever the case is.
But also, go ahead.
Thank you. It could be they or the demographic of dudes they looking for like that.
That's another part too.
That might be why they dress like that. Some of them may not know no better. All of that. But then my thing is, raving your opinion on something that you could either
opt out of,
you could not see, or you could try to educate. And when you go that try to educate route, that's gonna split into many roads.
Right. And then also for a man, I've also had this conversation with a friend where I was like, a husband is not a single man. So I had this conversation where, if you act like a husband, you won't act like a single man. So you have to act like what you want to be. If you want to be treated like a wife, you have to act like a wife, and then you will get that position. Because you're a wife when I find you. Like even the Bible says,
I was
like
gonna say that.
When you find a wife, you find a good thing. But you're a wife when I find you. You're not a wife when you're my girlfriend and I decide to date you later. You're not a wife when I decide to throw a ring on it, maybe consider it sort of kinda. You're not a wife or not a wife because I divorce you and leave. It's a level of character and etiquette. Those are the type of things we typically put on display. When you have fashion in society, it gives a message. All fashion gives a message. That's the part that makes this a bigger conversation. People do have free will, so it's a hard line between imprisonment and free will. Too much free will does have consequences. I think that's what we're seeing. It's like you should be able to style your own fashion. We have so many ways to dress now. It's really a gift. It's a rainbow of different ways, but you have to take into consideration of what you are portraying when you are dressing up, because fashion has a message. If you dress like a streetwalker, you're going to get treated like a streetwalker. But here's the thing. If you talk to people who've lived in this, they sound like streetwalkers. Their reason for dating mirrors that of a streetwalker. Their contemplation and perception of men and women mirrors that of a streetwalker. They all do kind of seem now like they're streetwalkers.
Yeah.
And I don't even think the identity is different anymore. Like, it's the same identity. And then if you see somebody like that is like streetwalker, and then they turn around and throw the Bible at you, you look at them like, excuse you? Like, you know what I'm saying? So we do have to take responsibility for what we're putting on display. I do think atmospheres matter, and you do need to adjust your atmosphere. If that's what you want to do in your free will, in your free time, then you're going to receive streetwalker consequences. Don't complain about your dating history or about why people approach you if you are appealing to a certain type of demographic to approach you. Like, it would be one thing if all the people who were doing this was just like, all right, I'm willing to accept all the responses to me doing this that I'm going to get. I don't think people would be upset about that. It's the fact that that person acts like they're being mistreated or misjudged or not accounted for or made some type of way when they're advertising themselves in a type of way. If I act loud and belligerent and I'm called the class clown, that's just a natural consequence. That's not people looking at me funny. That was my take on it.
Okay, I think I was 10. I think. Let's just go with that. I was 10, right? And me and my grandfather was watching the BET Awards, right?
Oh, Lord.
And it was genuinely just a switching the channel or whatever, because my grandfather never really cared to watch any of that. But there was a song on when we switched the channel, and I liked the song, so I was singing it, whatever. My grandfather was watching the performance and everything, and it went to commercial break, and my grandfather turned to me and he said, there's nothing left to the imagination anymore.
Yeah, my grandma said that.
I literally watched that performance and I was embarrassed for us as a culture. He was like, there was nothing. I saw it all, and I remember. And not him saying back in my day, but he was saying like just a few years ago, you had to pay. Either you had to court or pay to see that. And now you get it for free. Everyone gets it for free.
Mm-hmm. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No.
I'll make it quick.
It's not valuable anymore. It's on display now.
It's no different than when men say, what are you offering me? Right? Because everything you claim I need to go through to get access to, I can get for free. Mm-hmm. I don't have to take you on a date to lay up with you. There are plenty of people that will just let you lay down because they just like what you look like. Mm-hmm. They heard how you look.
But here's the thing, no. You sit here and say like, oh, I could just go get this somewhere else for free. I don't got to do all this, all that. You ain't getting it for free either.
No, hear me out. There are some people out there that will absolutely just let you let those
still not getting what I'm sitting here saying. It is still not for free.
What you mean?
What do you mean?
Because you're mental.
Yup.
No.
It's more so your mental, but it also could be your emotional too.
Yep.
Pays the price. Yeah. Didn't I sit here and say he out here unprotected?
But you get though.
He knows what I'm talking about. But dude out here had no boundaries.
Not for real.
Yeah.
No boundaries. And then when he met me, somebody who had boundaries, somebody who dealt with respect, I was a terrible person for him to talk to. I was wrong. And like I said, little baby was out here unprotected.
Hey, but listen though.
You got another unprotected.
That's the culture.
Because you think you can get it for free, oh, this easy, this gonna be good because I can get it for free, Remember, nothing is free.
Right.
And there's also that level of lack of self-love. So they feel like because of the trauma, unhealthiness, habits, or whatever, oh, that's a small price to pay, my emotions, my mental health. But then they get older and they become crazy, senile,
real
psycho.
Forget older, they do that now. As a child.
They forget older, they do it now, they get crazy, psycho, senile.
But again, like I said, right? To them, they ain't worried about that. As far as they're concerned, it's free. Somebody to cook for me? I can order some food.
I can play all the benefits of a husband without the work.
Without it. I can lay somebody down and they'll cook something for me. So why should I take them on a date if they ain't even asking for it?
Right.
She cooked for you and she'd have put love spell on you. She don't know how to cook, so you got now runny eggs running down your throat and I ain't even what you like.
She said, you hungry? Open up them legs. That's how they be rolling. Like it's real crazy because, like I said, there's no coof. Like you said, there's nothing to the imagination. Mm-mm. Like you said, what's the point? Mm-hmm. Where's the line? And then here's the thing: these children are running around with that kind of mentality. Are they learning it? And it's trauma. Mm-hmm. It's coming from trauma. It's coming from oppression. It's coming from a lot of things, a lot of attacks going on. And these kids ain't being guided the way that they should be.
I was just going to say it's copy and paste because the kids haven't lived long enough to date. You know, they haven't been in a relationship. They don't know men or women. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And these kids are over here regurgitating all of this, not knowing the consequences.
They see it on the TV. They see it from Sexy Red. Ski.
Oh my, that's a whole nother thing.
It's crazy to me. Whole school. Be real. Be really real about this conversation though, right? The fact that everybody that they would listen to, see their models, everybody that they are interested in by design, dress a certain way, act a certain way. The fact that she was comfortable enough to wear briefs outside the home, who do you think that child is going to attract even at that age? Nobody that's actually going to care about her interests. Even if that male did, is he ever going to tell her don't wear that? Probably not, because he likes to see that and he don't care whoever else sees that. There's no respect for either one of them.
Like there's an environment for this type of stuff and it's literally no place where a kid should be involved. Like if you're going to wear stuff like that, there are clubs for a reason and they are 21 plus for a reason. And it's at 2, it's from 10 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the morning for a reason. The kids ain't up, you know. Yeah. We used to have boundaries and standards, and I just see them crumble by the day.
Oh, they've been gone. It's been going down. Y'all, next episode though, we finna talk about I forgot. We got another episode coming up talking about the chant, like the shows that used to be in the 90s and the 80s and the early 2000s, and we're gonna talk about how it reflected our society, especially in different communities. But y'all, thanks for watching.